Okay, got a fish on. Hoping you can see the fight this time with my new camera boom. Tide has picked up. I've got 0.3 knots, which is just enough to bring the fish on. I don't think it's very big. It hit a few times. I lost it the first time trying to bring you online. Hopefully this is a better view for you than just looking at me. I think it's a cod. It is indeed. Yeah. Not a bad little start. Very well conditioned codlin. Took a liking to my savage gear eel in a kind of natural brown. He's released himself. That's 22 grams. So it's just right with the amount of tide that I've got. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, I've turned you on because I'm actually getting hit as we speak. Let's see if we can turn that into a hooked fish. I see quite a lot of baked fish on the sounder. You probably can't see it on the view that you're at. So things are perking up. I've now got 0.5 drift speed. That's the bottom. Okay, fish on. And I think it's fighting a bit like either a better cod or maybe a pollock. See if it goes on a bit of a dive now. When it sees the kayak, if it's a pollock, it'll go on a run. I think it's probably a cod, to be honest. Didn't go on many runs. She is. Don't know what it is about me and these cod. I've got another one with a grotty wound in it. I mean, that was a grotty wound. Put me off my tee. He's also crapped all over me, which is great. Now, tell me you're a pollock without me seeing it. It's completely turned the kayak round and it's gone on a good run. Cracking little fight. I don't know if you caught the beginning of it. It's actually not a pollock. It's just a better cod. Much better cod. Look at that. Let's have a look at that. That, like me, is not a bad cod at all. Look at that. I'm going to put him back because I'm quite early in my session and the sun is blazing. Otherwise, I probably would have got a fillet or two off of that. It's your lucky day, mate. Have a nice pollock. So, thought I'd give you a little bit of a sit rep. We've had a couple of nice pollock, one of which didn't want to be on camera at all, so he released himself like the cod did earlier. And what have we had, 2 or 3 cod? 3 cod, one of which was quite a nice size. So I've had 3 nice sized fish, to be honest, with the 2 pollock and the last cod. I've done a much longer drift than I normally would, because the ground is nice. I've actually been watching what a small boat near me was catching. They were catching a lot of pollock mid-water as well, smaller in amongst their mackerel, but it suggests that the reef at the back end is holding the pollock at the moment, which will change with tide, speed, direction. They'll move around the reef, but it seems to be up this back end at the moment. The drift is taking me in towards the rocks, so I will have to reset soon. But that's where we're at. The sun is still shining, the fog has not come in yet. Keeping a close eye on it because I don't want to navigate blind. I've got the GPS with sat-nav with GPS. I've got GPS on my phone as a backup as well, but it's not getting into the harbour that I'm concerned with. It's other vessels considerably bigger than me that can't see me if they're running through the fog. So that is not worth the risk. So we'll just keep an eye on it. I'm going to reset my drift and hopefully be back with you shortly. Fish on. I think it's fighting like a wrasse. But I've been wrong on a pollock already today, so let's see if I've called this right. No. Oh, it is. It is. It is a wrasse. Let's have a look at this. The last time I tried to show you my wrasse, I did it into the sun and you couldn't see anything. This one's not the most colourful, but I don't know if you can see that. Bit of a blue tinge on his head, but otherwise this one's pretty bland. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice wrasse. It's towing me at the moment. We can turn the tide. Don't want to lose this. This feels a pollock. There's a better fish as well. Look at that. Does not want to come up. I have to surface somewhere. Oh, it is an absolute beast of a pollock. Really hope we get this in the boat. That is a PB on this reef for me. What a beast. Look at that. Wow. Let's turn you around. Look at this. It's nearly as big as me. Really lightly hooked. That is an absolute clunker for pollock. She's got to be touching double figures. Let me know what you think. I've not got any scales and I don't intend keeping a beautiful fish Fantastic fight. Really happy with that. Gone back strong. Superb. Okay, managed to hook up. I think a cod. Oh, it's doing a great deal of fighting. Just a way, yeah, it's a cod. Swing you around. Let's have a look at this. It's unhooked. Quite impressed with this little lure. So that in a minute. Let's get this fish back. This little fresh looking cod actually. I'm gonna call it a day. It's just coming up to low water. Tide's easing off all the time. Fishing will go dead again. I've had a good session. We've had some nice pollock. That 22 gram Savage gear was certainly a killer in the small tide that we had, about 0.7 knots of drift speed. I tried the drift shad in an orange, which is a favourite cod colour, but nothing was touching it. I did try my 10 lure, but I didn't give it a fair outing, to be honest, because it's a little bit too heavy for the amount of tide I've got. So the jury is still out. It didn't have a lot of action in the water, but the tail is very flexible. So the body didn't move, but the tail was. Needless to say, the fish black minnows remain absolutely perfect for this mark in the 25 gram. And yeah, those 22 gram Savage gears, I need to get a few more of those because they're a nice in between, you know, when there's too much tide for something like this, which is more often than not. That would be a nice in between. A fantastic action, caught a lot of fish, gutted I lost it. So I think that's it. It's been a beautiful day. I'm probably burnt to a crisp. I'm absolutely roasting. Appreciate it if you would subscribe. There's going to be a lot more content. Even into the winter, we'll start looking over the kayak and some of the gear that I'm using if we can't get out. And then hopefully we'll get a few more sessions on the reefs before the winter season really kicks off.